Representative Brooks.
The gentlewoman is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I rise today in strong support of H.R. 2153, Keeping Girls in School Act. I want to thank my very good friend from Florida, Representative Frankel, for championing this incredibly important legislation, and also for my colleague, Representative McCall of Texas, for helping ensure that this, this was through the House Foreign Affairs Committee. I'm the mother of a daughter, and from birth, I let her know that she could be anything she wanted to be. If she wanted to be a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, an engineer, she could do whatever she wanted. But we all know too well that many girls around the world are not so lucky. As my good friend and Representative Frankel just talked about, Malala of Pakistan was shot at the age of 15, returning from school. I'm very proud that my home of Indianapolis, the Children's Museum of Indianapolis, will be inducting her into the Power of Children Museum because she has fought for human rights, the human rights of girls and children being able to go to school. She was shot returning from school, and that Malala Fund is now focusing on her activism and trying to make sure that girls have the right to go to school. As we learned, 130 million girls don't have the opportunity to go to school. It's impossible for them to consider their big dreams and goals. And so this bill is about breaking down those barriers that women and girls face in attending and staying in school. We know that if the evidence has already shown that if we can keep girls in secondary education, it can boost economies of low and middle income nations by as much as $92 billion annually. It can cut childhood deaths by 50% annually. It can reduce violent conflict in countries, and it can reduce child marriage by 66% annually. And studies show that girls between the ages of 10 and 19 are 3 times more likely than boys to be kept out of school, particularly in these countries where there is so much conflict. But yet if we keep girls in school past fourth grade, and we're trying to get them through high school, we know that their wages will rise. Their countries will be better. Their communities will be better. With our foreign investments, why wouldn't we want to take all of the incredible aid that we provide and make sure that there are strategies in place to make sure that girls get education? And so this bill outlines that non-exhaustive list of 14 barriers that keep girls from entering and remaining in secondary school. So let's bring together the State Department, USAID, Peace Corps, Millennium Challenge, PEPFAR to address those challenges. We know that young girls like Malala, who is leading the way, is a child who is so powerful in her voice because of what she went through. We know that when girls succeed, nations and our world will succeed. Thank you. I yield back and urge passage.
The gentleman from Texas reserves. The gentleman from Minnesota is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to yield 2 minutes of time to